So if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I haven't exactly been shy with my criticism of the Acolyte showrunner Leslye Headland. You know, this lady. Sorry, someone in the comment section on one of my previous videos said that they were scared when I used this image, so that one's for you. Now somehow, some way, my opinion of Leslye Headland as a director and a writer has reached new lows.
Impossible.
I've done something that no other YouTuber has done. And for very good reason. I went back and watched the only 2 films that Leslye Headland has written and directed to see if we missed something, to see if there's a clue, a reason, anything to suggest why Kathleen Kennedy gave Leslye Headland $180 million to showrun a Star Wars TV series, The Acolyte. Now you might be thinking that the movies that she must have written and directed before to land herself a gig in Star Wars, a franchise, a science fiction franchise, was probably a science fiction film, or an action, or an adventure type of genre, but you would be mistaken. The 2 movies in question are romantic comedies.
You serious?
In 2012, Leslye Headland wrote and directed a film called The Bachelorette, and in 2015 she returned to write and direct a film called Sleeping with Other People. Now, because unlike Leslye Headland I respect my viewers, the last thing I'm going to do is run you through the plot of either movies, but I will be pointing out some of the main problems I've discovered with her movies. First things first, bear in mind that both movies are actually meant to be romantic comedies. I use the word comedy very loosely. Both movies are about as funny as a cancer diagnosis. But you know what? I've actually detected improvements since her first movie, The Bachelorette, and The Acolyte.
Impossible.
No, honestly, I have. The characters she wrote in The Bachelorette, the protagonists, the characters we are meant to like, they are mean-spirited, nasty, horrible, degrading, selfish, and just totally and utterly insufferable, obviously making it impossible for audiences to like them. Whereas the characters in The Acolyte are bland, dull, lifeless, and devoid of any kind of emotion, so at least the characters in The Acolyte aren't totally insufferable.
Power of 1, the power of 2, the power of many.
Ah, well, never mind. I tried my best, guys. Now, I want to talk about the pacing in all of Leslye Headland's projects. It's quite evident that she doesn't have a clue how to pace her films or TV shows.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
I've seen all 3 of her projects, The Bachelorette, Sleeping with Other People, and now The Acolyte, sadly. And they all fall victim to terrible pacing. Pacing is important because it determines the rhythm and flow of the story, affecting how the audience experiences the film or TV show. Good pacing keeps viewers engaged, builds tension, and allows moments to resonate emotionally, whereas poor pacing makes a movie feel either rushed or dragged out, causing the audience to lose interest. Pacing in a movie is like driving through traffic. If you're constantly speeding up and braking, the ride is jarring and annoying. Whereas if you're crawling along in slow-moving traffic, the ride becomes tedious and frustrating because you feel like you're not making enough progress. The best journeys, the best scripts, maintains a steady flow with occasional changes in speed, ensuring a smooth and enjoyable experience. For example, Leslye Headland's other movie, Sleeping with Other People, suffers from a painfully and depressingly slow middle act, just flooded with repetitive and unnecessary scenes that grinds the story to a halt. I think arguably the biggest pacing crime in The Acolyte is in episode 3, the Power of Many episode, when May confronts Osha towards the end of the episode, and she's just like out of nowhere, "I'll kill ya!" locks Osha in her room and starts a fire. I'm just sat there completely bewildered at what just happened. But to be fair, I might not have completely recovered at that point from what I saw earlier during that episode.
Power of 1, the power of 2, the power of many.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Because I'm a new YouTuber, the YouTube algorithm doesn't always pick up my videos, so if you're new around here and you like this video and you want to see more from me, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos from me. I'll catch you again soon.